Hello guys, good morning and welcome to the top of Mount Savi. We arrived to the Gabaldon Barangay Malinao, and we will register for the hike first at the barangay office, except no one is here yet. The people where we have to register didn't arrive yet. It's rainy season, so I guess not too many hikers, so they didn't expect anyone to come, so now we will have to wait. This is the area, or this is a basketball course. Basketball is a very popular sport here in the Philippines, so at many places you will see a basketball spots here. So makes sense that there's one right next to the barangay hall also. Started the trail, we got our tour guide. Here in the Philippines, in most hikes, it's mandatory to have a tour guide. You can just go alone. The barangay will assign someone for you, which is actually a help because you don't have to be wandering around which is the right trail. You can just focus on completing the hike itself. And Pixel is also with us, but she's not the only dog that is joining us on this hike because the tour guide's dog followed us also, so now it's the two of them. Hello. He's a bit scared of me though. Pixel is always leading us, just right after the tour guide. See, like this, alone I would have definitely continued on that road, but no, it's here. The trail is already really pretty though, and quite steep and muddy. It's supposed to be a beginner hike, like a real beginner hike, not like the one where we went on Mount 387. That was definitely nowhere close to a beginner hike. But here the challenge is going to be that it's super muddy because it's been raining for days now. So this steep mountain trail is already so slippery. But I love how I can already hear the sounds of the forest. So nice. Oh, I love this part. We are entering some really dark forest area. These are definitely my most favorite kind of places when I can feel that I'm literally in the middle of like the jungle and every tree around me just looks so cool. Definitely the best kinds of parts of the trail. By the way, I don't think there's such thing as beginner hike in the Philippines, because even if it's a regular hike, the humidity and the heat adds to it, so it's making it a lot more difficult. I'm really thankful that it's a cloudy day because that definitely helps, but it's still so humid and hot that I'm already sweating so much. The tour guide said that not many people are hiking this mountain, especially now that it's rainy season, but in general, and that shows. Look at this overgrown trail that we have to go through. It's barely a trail anymore. Pixel is so sweet, by the way. I'm always behind because I'm vlogging and taking photos, so I prefer to go on the back, but Pixel is always turning back to check on me if I'm okay. Once she sees me coming, then she will continue to be the tour guide. This trail is really cool and exciting because we are just literally walking in a very tall grass. At the barangay office they were warning us that maybe we should wear long pants, but that will only help our legs. This grass is literally higher than me, which is really cool looking. So you need help. She said this is too tall grass for a little dog like this. I literally don't even see where I'm stepping. Sorry, Pixel. I would never know that the trail is here if it was not for our tour guide. Oh, wow, that's scary. The trail is so thin and you can't even see where you're stepping because of the grass, and then boom, cliff. This trail is so pretty. I really love the tall grass and the narrow path and the mountains. That's also so beautiful. These kinds of hikes are definitely my favorite one. Yes, it's hard to get through because it's muddy and the grass is tall, but that's what makes it exciting. It's not just a plain mountain, so that's super cool. Guys, this is so cool. We climbed high enough that we are literally in the middle of the clouds. Look how pretty it looks. I am standing in a cloud to myself, but cool that I can literally see those ones over there too. That's so pretty. Thanks to that, the humidity is extreme, but it's actually a little bit nice because it's a lot better than if it was sunny. I can't even see the view over there because it's just all covered in clouds. That's so beautiful. Also, the trail is getting even more extreme. The grass is even higher here. I literally can't see the trail at most point. At least it's definitely an adventure. This is what I'm talking about. Where's the trail? No one knows. After getting cut with the grass for so long, my whole neck and my face is red too from getting tiny cuts from the grass. I realized that I literally have a shamag in my backpack. Yes, Pixel, it's a shamag that I can use to cover myself. I guess better later than never. I wish I thought of this earlier though. We made it, we are on top. Of course the view is beautiful and it was worth it, even though I'm full of battle scars from the grass. It's so nice how the clouds are covering the view and you can see the city. It's really pretty. Oh, there's even a little kubo at the peak, so that's perfect. We can finally have some coffee. I can't believe that I completed the whole hike without my morning coffee first. So now it's definitely time for one. Of course, our cook set traveled with us during the hike. You guys are always asking where I got this mini stove, and it's just from Lazada. You can search for like camping gas stove and you will have a lot of options, but we also saw one in a shop called Rux, which is like an outdoor gear shop here in the Philippines. So there's many places where you can get it from. It's basically just this tiny stove, and then we are just connecting a small amount of gas on it. So the stove itself is only this little thing. Someone is excited about the peak snack also. Come Pixel, you get to it with a nice view. The view of the city and the river at the peak is also really pretty, but what I like even more is the view of the mountains. So nice. This is definitely the best view ever, where I had a cup noodle at. Like always when we are in nature lately, we are finding eatable fruits. This is, I don't really know what it's called, but it's just a tiny little fruit which looks like a tiny passion fruit even on the inside. And in fact, at least I know that this is eatable, so the taste is also like passion fruit, just not sour, only the sweet, kind of like, it's like a lychee and a passion fruit mix or something. We are leaving the peak sadly, but it's still going to be like 2 hours to go down, so that's at least comforting me that we are not leaving this beautiful place yet. But I will miss this view. It's just so beautiful. and peaceful. This is the reward for hiking, because even if it's a popular hiking spot, of course there will be less tourists and less people than in like regular tourist spots, because of course it takes effort and time to climb up. So this is the hiker's reward, to be able to enjoy cool spots for ourselves in exchange for the more difficult trail to get here. We are doing a back trail. It's good at least because we could see the beautiful view all the way down without having to turn back all the time. And I wanted to show you this natural water source that people here use. It's coming straight from the river, and this is the natural plug to stop the water. Whew. I just slid down the mountain. There's no footage unfortunately, but yeah, everything is covered in mud now. But what I originally wanted to say, that there are other fruit trees here in the mountains. This tree, I can see it has some red fruits, which is called mabulo. I tried a bigger version of that before, but there is some under the tree also. It looks like fuzzy peach or something like that. There are so many cool fruits in the forest that you can eat if you know what you are looking for, and other plants, like I could smell some mint also. There are many cool things here, but my best find so far is still the passion fruit from our last trip. See, I just told you, just found the mabulo, but there's also avocado tree, which I've never seen in nature yet, or anywhere at all. That's really cool. Also a mango tree right here, and a paper tree right there. We are almost back. We are just walking through next to a farm, and notice that the thing they are growing here is sitaw. Look, that's so cool. I like how the vegetables grow here, and I told you before that sitaw is my favorite local vegetable. I like to eat it with everything. So now I can also see how it's grown. It's still a baby sitaw, though very thin. It's sad to be done with the hike, but it's still an interesting spot. Oh, there's so much banana growing here also. There's a tiny village here, so I guess all these things they are growing here is theirs. But that's a really pretty little town. I would actually enjoy to live in a peaceful spot like this, just so close to the mountains. That would be really cool. The hike was really tiring. Originally we thought that we are still going to do another shorter hike in the area or something like that. Our tour guide even recommended us a cool spot in the area, but there's no way, because I'm so tired. We just stopped at this cool tea shop we discovered previously when we were in the area to have a cold boba tea, and also went to my favorite local bakery shop, because there's this mungo bread that I tried there for the first time before when we were in the area, and then since that I've been trying to find it in other bakeries, and they do have it, but it's nowhere close to this mungo bread. This is so much better than any other bakeries. So now I'm very happy that I could stock up. Also, we just spotted this random little river under the bridge. Some nice mountain view over there, the river, and a cute carabao. So before we go home, we just set up our cooking set and heat up our food. We found this vegan chili non carne before in SNR, and we just bought it that it's going to be so useful for a hike, and finally the time has come to try it.